I'm really pleased to be here today for lots of reasons, but especially because of the occasion. We have my very favorite program of the whole year, the 4-H Tropicana Public Speaking Contest winners, and the other love of my life with youth is the scholarship program. And so this year, our scholarship committee, our club board of directors, under the leadership of our president, we looked at our scholarship program. We determined that we could really get a lot more bang for our buck if we invested more heavily in Take Stock in Children. But we did reserve some funds to recognize Key Club members in our county for their leadership and service. And today we're going to honor 4 recent graduates of Manatee County Schools with a $1,000 scholarship to the educational institution of their choice. And so I'm going to ask the students to come forward as I call your name, and please stay up here. We're going to do a picture with everybody. And Janine, if you would come and present these for me, please. Okay, our first student that we're going to recognize is Isha Patel. If you'll come forward. She's a graduate of Southeast High School and is recognized for her service and leadership through Key Club and activities that include the teacher car washes, which were held free for teachers after school to pay back those who mentor every day. I thought that was a wonderful idea. Cleaning up is a theme of her service. She participated in the classroom cleanup, Adopt a Road, and service at her temple. Additional Key Club projects include the World Hunger Banquet, which is a tradition at Southeast High, and school tours for freshmen. Isha will attend State College of Florida and pursue a degree in nursing, and we're happy to have her here with us today. Congratulations. Next is Joshua Indokind. Josh, if you'll come forward. He's a graduate of Manatee High School, and today he's recognized for leadership and service of over 280 hours. His application cites a long list of Key Club activities and events, such as Walk for Life with a suicide prevention theme, Miracle League baseball clinic, Trick or Treat for UNICEF, stadium cleanups, and joint projects at King Middle School and Jesse P. Miller Elementary. He's this year's recipient of the Golden Key Award, one of the highest honors bestowed on a Key Club member at Manatee High School. Joshua will major in engineering at the University of Florida. Go Gators, parents, and you met his parents earlier. Congratulations, Joshua. And next we have Megan Johnston. And Megan's also a graduate of Manatee High School. Through Key Club and other organizations, Megan has registered over 634 volunteer service hours. She's a distinguished member of the Key Club for all 4 years of high school and served as secretary of her chapter. Her volunteer activities have included Middle School STEM Club, Miracle League, Wakiwa Youth Camp, peer tutoring, Girl Scouts, and babysitting Congress. And we all know Congress needs babysitting. Megan will attend Emory University in Atlanta and determine her major at a later time. We're happy to have her with us here today. And last but certainly not least is Rachel Hawes. And Rachel is also a graduate of Manatee High School. Her leadership focus has been as the volunteer coordinator for the weekly food pantry and worked to collect toiletries for the homeless. She served as treasurer for the Manatee High Key Club this past year and has also been awarded Distinguished Club member each of her 4 years as a Key Club member in high school. She also volunteers at Meowtown and Manatee Memorial Hospital. She will attend University of Florida, majoring in nursing. You met her parents earlier as well. So congratulations to our four recipients, and we look forward to reading of your success, and we just wish you well as you enter college. Congratulations. Thank you. Lily. It's a wonderful opportunity to see some of these young people who have been part of Key Club for 4 years coming back to us when we saw them at lunch. For any of you who are members, how many of you have been members 35 years or more? Raise your hands. Okay. All right, that's great. Because I'm going to bring a little nostalgia to you. It was 35 years ago I did my very first presentation to Braden and Kiwanis, because at that time I was a county-wide 4-H winner. And so all of you young people, no worries, but I believe totally in the 4-H speech contest and the opportunities it gives us to learn the skills to be able to speak to groups like this. It does work if you imagine them in their underpants, okay? And so, but with that, I want to thank the club for their continued dedication year after year to this speech contest and the ability it gives young people not only to come and present to us, but to present to their peers, which is even more frightening. And also, some of them, at least the year I went, had the ability, after school got out, to go to 4-H camp in the center of the state. And so, again, you know, it's all about leaving legacies behind. And so hopefully you young people one day will be up here and being able to give the gift that we've given now. So with that, Ms. Ortiz, if you'd come up and make the presentations of the program.
I guess I can do it without this. Everybody can see me, right? Good afternoon again. As you heard, my name is Angelita Ortiz, 4-H program specialist with the Ag and IFAS Extension Manatee government. On Saturday, May 20, 2017, over 300 parents, grandparents, teachers, siblings, and friends joined top speakers from 32 area elementary and middle schools at the 48th Annual 4-H Tropicana Public Speaking County Competition. Here is a short story about the Tropicana contest. The 4-H Tropicana Public Speaking program began in Manatee County by a dedicated teacher at Palm View Elementary School, Mrs. Inez Pettigrew. In 1952, she began working with her students on public speaking skills. Then in 1969, Tropicana and 4-H joined forces to offer this excellent public speaking program to all elementary and middle school in Manatee County. Today, this program is available statewide. This year, again, 32 schools presented the curriculum to their 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students. The competition held at the Manatee Ag and IFAS Extension in Palmetto was open to overall first-place school winners in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grades. Various competitions were held throughout the day. Some of the rules for the competition are as follows. Speeches must be the original work of the student and must be the same topic that was used during the classroom and school competitions. Speeches must be between 2 and 3 minutes in length. Judging is based on 2 areas, composition and presentation. Composition points of consideration are choice of material, effective introduction, effective body of speech, main portion of the speech, use of language, effective conclusion, and time length. Presentation. Points for considerations are audience bond, delivery, pronunciation, articulation, and volume. Please listen carefully how these speakers apply these rules to win the top awards. As an added value to this youth, the top winners in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade divisions are here today at the Kiwanis Club to delight you with their winning speeches. The first place winner also received Camp Scholarship, as was mentioned before, sponsored by Tropicana PepsiCo, and get invited to serve as MCs for the next year competition. It is my pleasure to introduce to you these 4 amazing, fearless young speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiwanis member and guests, let me introduce you to the overall first place winner, which we missed to introduce. She is from the 4th and 5th grade division, accompanied by her parents, Jennifer and Jeff Eichelman, and her teacher, Ashley Fulmer. I present to you Alexis Eichelman from McNeil Elementary, speech title, Bringing Up Down Syndrome.
There she was, the queen of the whole day, walking proudly, wearing a shiny crown and a huge smile across her face. I could see in her eyes that this was the best moment of her life, and I'm proud to say that she's my buddy. You may have wondered at some point of your life what Down syndrome is and how you get it. Good thing I'm here, because that's exactly what I will be teaching you. I can't wait to share with you who my buddy is and what the Buddy Walk is all about. To kick off, what is Down syndrome? So think about it. You have tons of cells in your body. Inside the cells are even smaller objects called chromosomes. Most people have 46. People with Down syndrome have 47. This causes people with Down syndrome to look and learn differently. So, Down syndrome is not something you catch. It's actually something that you're born with. About 1 of 700 babies are born with Down syndrome in the United States. Boys and girls can have Down syndrome. Did you know, back in the day, over 100 years ago, people with Down syndrome only lived to be about 19 or 20 years old? Now, with modern technology, people with Down syndrome can get a special surgery to help them live a longer, better, more beautiful life. Last but not least, what is the Buddy Walk? The Buddy Walk is a charity event that happens all over the world. I go to this charity event every year. What you do there is you walk to raise money for the National Down Syndrome Society. I do the Buddy Walk at a place called Hunt-Sater Farms because when my sister was in high school, she worked at an event called the Mini Mustangs at her school. There was a girl at the preschool and she had Down syndrome. My sister thought she was adorable and fell in love with her right away. Later, my sister found out that the little girl went to an event called the Buddy Walk. We have sponsored her at the Buddy Walk ever since. In my opinion, the Buddy Walk is a great place for people to love each other and hold hands while they walk to raise money for Down syndrome. To wrap it up, I hope this speech has taught you that people with Down syndrome are no different than anyone else in our world. They should be treated just the same. Always remember to treat everyone the way you would want to be treated. And don't forget, bring up Down syndrome.
Thank you, Alexis. Now let's hear from overall second place winner in the 4th, 5th grade division, Alana Bray from Gale Elementary, speech title, The Big Brother Blues.
I'm smiling because I have an older brother. I am laughing because there is nothing he can do about it. We can all agree I'm adorable, but my brother, on the other hand, people say he's so handsome, and all the girls at his school swoon over him. I must admit, sometimes I can feel invisible. Having an older brother definitely has its ups and downs. Welcome to Brotherville. Take a seat, buckle in. It's going to be a long ride. One of the worst parts about having an older brother is, of course, they're older than you. He got to do everything first. Crawl, walk, talk, ride a bike, and my parents gushed with joy at his every move. And then when it was my turn to walk and talk, they said, "Oh, how wonderful! What's for dinner?" And don't think for a minute that my brother embraced my welcome. The day that I was brought home from the hospital, my grandmother coincidentally came home at the same time. 2 weeks later, when she left, my brother ran out to the car and said, "Wait, you forgot your baby." My brother and I were at the same school, and he's 2 grades ahead of me, so he knows most of the teachers. Some of you may be asking, what's wrong with that? When he is a straight A student, an AR reader superstar, and is literally every teacher's favorite, it seriously affects teachers' expectations of me. They never even met me, and they think I'm just like my brother. They couldn't have been more wrong. But I mean, I have other great talents, like street smarts, singing, and the teachers can actually read my own handwriting. One good thing about having an older brother is they can give you good advice and can help you on your homework. My mom would, but we both know those skills washed away as soon as she had kids. Another amazing part about having an older brother is they got your back. I got bullied in 2nd grade, and my brother winced my bully and told her to stop. He's my superhero. Some tips on thriving with an older sibling are to try to make your own mark. You're unique in your own way, and don't try to change that. That is what makes you special. Many of you have role models who are superheroes, scientists, and people who just plainly change the world. But if you look a little bit deeper and what really changes your life every day, you'll know who that is, and you'll love them for it. Mine is my big brother. Thank you.
I told you. And now we're going to hear from our first place in the 6th grade division from King Middle School why shouldn't there be participation trophies.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was 6 years old, a 1st grader, absolutely terrified, standing in front of 4 judges and at least 30 kids. My knees shaking, hands sweating, and my mind was blank. I was auditioning for a singing group at my school. I was so scared that I even forgot what song I was singing, and I was only singing Baba Black Sheep. The next day, I was sitting at my desk, holding the envelope in my hands that told me if I got in or not. I slowly opened the envelope and peeked inside. I didn't make it. I was devastated. That day, my grandma picked me up from school. You know Granny's always trying to make you feel better, and she was all like, "Oh, sweetie, the reason you didn't make it was because you have a little cold." So, of course, in my 6-year-old mind, that was a great excuse. So I come home and tell everything to my mom. She tells me, "You weren't sick, you just weren't good enough." That sounds like the absolute worst thing to say to a 6-year-old. But it wasn't. It taught me that you don't always win, you aren't always the best, and you have to fight and practice for what you want, or you don't always get a trophy. I know that many of you have gotten participation trophies. Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker James Harrison posted a picture on Instagram saying he had taken away the trophies given to his 6- and 8-year-old sons who are football players. Harrison wrote, "While I am very proud of my boys and will encourage them till the day I die, these trophies will be given back until they can earn a real trophy." When participation trophies are given, kids don't learn how to deal with disappointment. They think they are the best. Kids these days are known as a group called millennials. Simon Sinek states that millennials are given false accusations of their abilities. Sinek says they are told they are special all the time and don't earn the awards they get. And then they are thrusted into the real world, and in an instant, their entire self-image is shattered. They are told they aren't special anymore, and they can't get anything they want just because they want it. Studies have shown that millennials have lower self-esteem than any other generation. When you are always given a trophy, you don't know what to improve on. People need to fail to learn how to get back up and try again. And guess what? I made the team the next year.
That was Bella Rosa, first place winner from the 6th grade division from King Middle School. And please note that last year that school won the same division. Finally, let's give it up for 6th grade division 2nd place winner Chandler Popel from Family Life Community School. Speech title, The Cubs' Long Journey. Please welcome Popel.
One of the hardest things to do is be patient, whether it's waiting for your birthday, a summer vacation, or the latest Clash Royale update to download. We all have to wait for something, but none of us have had to wait as long as Cubs fans. The Chicago Cubs are a Major League Baseball team, and for 108 years, the team and its fans have waited for a World Series championship. My family are fans of those lovable losers, and last summer, we were able to vacation in the windy city of Chicago. For months, we planned out our trip, where we were going to stay, places we were going to visit, and sights we were going to see. Looking back, Chicago was a very cool city. We got to ride in a huge Ferris wheel at Navy Pier. We visited the Museum of Science and Industry. We went to the top of one of the world's tallest towers, and we even rode in a limousine. But nothing was as memorable as the day we went to Wrigley Field to see the Cubs play. The excitement started at breakfast. Everyone decked out in their Cubs gear. We walked through the city to the subway. Men on the train asked us if it was our first game. I don't know, we must have looked like first-timers. They said you'll love it, and they weren't wrong. Known as the Friendly Confines, Wrigley Field is the second oldest baseball stadium in America. It was built in 1914 in the middle of a neighborhood. We spent the morning walking around Wrigleyville and even took a picture on the 2 streets my brother Addison was named after, Addison Street and Clark Avenue. The atmosphere was exciting as thousands of patient Cubs fans waited to enter the ballpark. It was a beautiful but small stadium. The outfield wall was made of brick with a beautiful ivy covering. So much history was in that stadium, but none of being champions. But that was all going to change this season. Last November, I will never forget World Series, Game 7. My family crowded around the TV, anxiously watching every pitch, counting down every out. Then, when the final play happened, we jumped up and down, celebrated, cheering. I think I even saw my dad shed a tear. The wait was over. The Cubs were World Series champions. 108 years is a long time to wait for anything, but so sweet when the wait is over. Patience is a gift God gives to us, but he must have given a double dose of patience to Cubs fans. Go Cubs, go.
Thank you, Chandler. Last year, this same school won first place in this division also. I am certain that these students have impressed you today with their courage to stand in front of all of you and showcase their communication skills, their awareness of current events, and I also know that they managed to engage you, motivate you, and call you to action and make you laugh and give you something to think about. We salute the parents and teachers that are nourishing these minds and well-being of these children. Thank you, Braden to Kiwanis, for having us today. Thank you for your continued support of the Manatee County 4-H program. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ms. Ortiz. All right. I hope everybody agrees one of the greatest programs we have annually. Yes? All right. I hope everyone had an opportunity to see the magnificent judge on the cover and highlighting our K-Kids. Okay. So thank you to Judge Smith and to Mac and everybody who made this possible to make sure that we're getting the word out about all of the great endeavors that this club is pursuing. Thank you, Brenda and the Scholarship Committee, for your presentations today. Mr. Mack, you keep raising your hand. What am I forgetting? Okay, so Dr. Tinsworth is featured as well, so we love seeing. If anybody's looking for additional ones, we can get you additional copies. A special thank you to Mr. Edwards, who has already mailed one to the Executive Director of International Kiwanis. So we appreciate that so that they can hear and see the good work. Remember, Better Manatee Day on June 3rd, sign-ups online or with Lori or with Brett. Brett is selling shirts so that everybody can wear the great colors of orange and blue or yellow and blue. I can't figure out what that is. And so also a special thank you to each and every one of you for joining us today. We hope that you'll come back and consider being a guest again. With that, we are adjourned.